Hi, my name is Michael Capello. I'm currently a 22-year-old senior at NC State, and I am majoring in creative writing and business with a focus in marketing. So to start off, just a little background, tell you about myself. My parents were both originally from Italy. I'm a first generation Italian. My father came in here around the 60s, lived in New York, and my mother probably around the 70s, and the same thing, living in New York, and they eventually met each other. My dad worked at Hickey Freeman, was his first major company when he graduated from college, and he eventually moved on to Champion, which brought them to move their family down to North Carolina, where I was born shortly after, and we began to live in Kernersville, North Carolina, which is where my dad currently still lives. It's in the middle of Winston and Greensboro. It's kind of a small town, but it's not too small. It's really homey. It's fun. Had a decent sized high school, East Forsyth High. My graduating class was a little upwards of 500 people, so not too bad. So growing up, I was very interested in sports. My dad was big in sports. He played a lot of soccer. He played soccer in college. He played soccer professionally for a short time in North America. So soccer was definitely a big influence on my life. I played it my entire life, still do. Other interests, sports-wise, are basketball, football. I love those sports too. I watch them just about as much as I play them, to be honest. I can't get enough of sports. I'm always checking stats and stuff like that. So, in addition to my studies, I love to keep up with the sports world. So to get back to me and how I currently am, writing has always been a big influence in my life. I started reading when I was really young. My dad got me into it. And from the reading, I became a writer. I've always had a good imagination, so I've always been writing. It's a true passion of mine. And couple that with my dad's business background, I've always been around, the subject, and I felt like, he helped me with the decision, definitely, but, we felt like marketing was a really good path to take to couple with writing. I can do marketing and writing on the side, or even one day, if I were to get published or something, I would have the ability to then market my own work. So to us, it really felt like the good thing to do. So my biggest success so far in writing has definitely been the screenplay I wrote a little over a year ago for a class I took here at State. The professor was Cole Russing, and he was a former screenwriter in Hollywood, so he had the connections, and I hit it off with him really quickly. He's a really talented professor. He really helped us a lot, and I had never written anything like that before, so it was new to me, and I really wanted to learn the format because it was very interesting. But, through him, he has a ton of connections, and I actually was able to get in front of an actual producer and pitch my screenplay, and he has the screenplay, so he was very interested in it and is reading it now, or his company is. I have no idea what will become of it, but, it was a confirmation of my skill and a really exciting time for me, and I hope it means that I'm at least decently talented in writing. So that's kind of where I stand today. I hope to graduate soon from NC State and pursue a career in the business world with my unique skill of writing, and hopefully I can contribute greatly to a company. Thank you.